In the heart of Iran lies the city of Qom, a beacon of Shia spirituality that draws millions of pilgrims each year. At its center stands the magnificent shrine of Hazrat Fatima Masuma, a woman whose life, though brief, illuminated the path of devotion for generations. Known as Lady Fatima Masume, peace be upon her, she was not just a historical figure but a symbol of purity, knowledge, and resilience in the face of oppression. Her story is one of familial love, scholarly pursuit, and a fateful migration that transformed Qom into a sacred haven. This explainer weaves her biography into a narrative, drawing on historical accounts to explain her significance in Shia Islam. We'll explore her origins, her upbringing amid persecution, her profound contributions to Islamic traditions, the dramatic events of her journey to Qom, her passing, and the enduring legacy that makes her shrine a site of miracles and intercession. Through this tale, we uncover how one woman's faith elevated an entire city and continues to inspire believers worldwide. To understand Hazrat Masuma, we must first delve into the historical context of 8th and 9th century Islamic history, a time marked by political intrigue and religious strife. The Abbasid Caliphate, which rose to power in 750 CE after overthrowing the Umayyads, initially promised justice but soon devolved into tyranny, especially toward the descendants of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him and his progeny. The Shia Imams, revered as the rightful spiritual and temporal leaders by their followers, faced constant surveillance, imprisonment, and assassination attempts. This era saw the Abbasids consolidate power by co-opting religious figures while suppressing dissent. It was in this volatile environment that Imam Musa al-Qadim, peace be upon him, the 7th Shia Imam, navigated his role as a guardian of Islamic knowledge. Born in 745 CE, Imam al-Qadim was known for his piety and wisdom, earning the title al-Qadim, the one who swallows his anger, for his patience under duress. He fathered numerous children, but his family life was overshadowed by the Abbasid Caliph's paranoia. Harun al-Rashid, the infamous caliph infamous for his lavish court, immortalized in tales like the Arabian Nights, viewed the Imams as threats to his authority. In 179 AH, he arrested Imam al-Qadim in Medina while the Imam was praying in the Prophet's mosque, imprisoning him in Baghdad's dungeons for years. This separation from his family was a profound hardship, yet it was during these times that seeds of future legacies were sown. Amid this persecution, prophecies from earlier Imams foretold the coming of a remarkable woman. Imam Jafar al-Sadiq, peace be upon him, the 6th Imam, predicted, "A lady from my children whose name will be Fatima, daughter of Musa, will die in Qom. On the day of judgment, this lady will intercede for all my Shia to enter heaven." He also declared, "Whoever visits her shrine will certainly be admitted to heaven." These hadiths, narrated decades before her birth, underscored her destined role, elevating her status even before she entered the world. Such predictions were not mere folklore. They reflected the Imam's divinely inspired knowledge, guiding the Shia community through dark times. Hazrat Fatima Masuma was born on the 1st of Dhul Qa'dah, 173 AH in the holy city of Medina. Her birth year is confirmed by scholars like Ayatollah Shaikh Ali Namazi and others, though some later sources erroneously suggest 183 AH, a date impossible given her father's imprisonment and death in that year. Medina, the city of the Prophet, was a cradle of Islamic learning, but for the Bayt, the Prophet's household, it was also a place of watchful eyes and restricted freedoms. Her father, Imam Musa al-Qadim, had 37 children, 19 sons and 18 daughters, according to Sheikh Mufid in his seminal work Al-Irshad. Among his daughters, 4 bore the name Fatima, a tribute to their illustrious ancestor, Lady Fatima al-Zahra, peace be upon her, the Prophet's daughter. Hazrat Masuma was known as Fatima al-Kubra, the elder Fatima, distinguishing her from her sisters, Fatima al-Wusta, buried in Isfahan, Fatima al-Sugra in Azerbaijan, and Fatima al-Ukra in Rasht, Iran. Her mother, Najma Khatun, was a woman of exceptional virtue. Originally a slave from North Africa, she was purchased and educated by Lady Hamida, Imam al-Qadim's mother, who recognized her potential through a prophetic dream. In the dream, the Prophet instructed Lady Hamida to marry Najma to her son, foretelling the birth of the best of the people of the world, Imam Ali al-Rida, peace be upon him. Najma bore only 2 children, Imam al-Rida in 148 AH and Hazrat Masuma 25 years later. After Imam al-Rida's birth, she was called Tahira, the pure, and other names like al-Banin, mother of sons, reflected her honored status. As the full sister of Imam al-Rida, the 8th Imam, Hazrat Masuma shared a unique bond with him. This sibling connection was more than familial. It was spiritual, rooted in their shared lineage from the Prophet through Imam Ali and Lady Fatima al-Zahra. In Shia tradition, such proximity to the Imams confers immense merit. Scholars like Allama Sheikh Muhammad Taqi Tustari note that among Imam al-Qadim's children, none equaled Hazrat Masuma in status except Imam al-Rida. Her titles, Masuma, the infallible or sinless, Tahira, pure, Hamida, praised, Bira, righteous, Rashida, mature, Taqiya, pious, Nakiya, pure, Radiya, contented, Mardiya, pleasing to God, Sayyida, lady, Siddiqa, truthful, and Ukt al-Rida, sister of al-Rida, reflect her exalted character. The title Karimat al-Bayt, the generous lady of the al-Bayt, emerged from a dream to Ayatollah Sayyid Mahmud Marashi Najafi, where an imam called her thus. Hazrat Masuma's early years unfolded in Medina's scholarly circles but under the looming threat of Abbasid oppression. For the first 6 years of her life, she was under her father's direct care. Imam al-Qadim, despite his responsibilities, imparted profound Islamic knowledge to his children. Even as a child, Hazrat Masuma displayed remarkable intellect. A famous anecdote illustrates this. When her father was absent, Shia visitors left questions for him. Young Fatima answered them flawlessly, and upon his return, the Imam exclaimed 3 times, Fidaha Abuha, may her father be sacrificed for her. The same words the Prophet used for Lady Fatima al-Zahra. This incident highlights her precocious wisdom and the Imam's recognition of her potential. In 179 AH, tragedy struck when Harun al-Rashid imprisoned Imam al-Qadim. For 4 years, some accounts say longer, he endured harsh conditions in Baghdad, separated from his family. He was poisoned and martyred on the 25th of Rajab 183 AH, buried in what is now Qadimain, Iraq. At just 10 years old, Hazrat Masuma lost her father, thrusting her into the guardianship of her brother Imam al-Rida, who was 25 years her senior, per their father's will. Recorded in Usul al-Kafi, Imam al-Rida assumed responsibility for his siblings, including overseeing marriages. Under Imam al-Rida's tutelage, Hazrat Masuma flourished for 21 years. Medina was a hub for hadith narration and jurisprudence, but women of the al-Bayt faced unique challenges. Oppressive rulers restricted their movements, and finding suitable spouses was perilous, as marriage could endanger lives. Consequently, Hazrat Masuma remained unmarried, not by choice but circumstance, dedicating herself to spiritual pursuits. Her education emphasized piety, theology, and the merits of the Prophet's family. She became a muhaditha, hadith narrator, preserving traditions despite the era's dangers. In an age when women's scholarly roles were often overshadowed, Hazrat Masuma stood out as a beacon of learning. She narrated several authentic hadiths, transmitted through chains of infallible women from Lady Fatima al-Zahra. These include the Hadith of Ghadir and Manzilat, recounting the Prophet's declaration at Ghadir Kum, whosoever's leader I am. Then Ali is also their leader, and his words to Imam Ali, your relationship to me is like Harun to Musa. The Miraj Hadith, descriptions of heavenly palaces inscribed with praises of Allah, Muhammad, Ali and their Shia. On Imam Hussein's birth from Safiya bint Abd al-Muttalib, noting the Prophet's instruction not to wash the newborn Imam Hussein as God had purified him. Love for the al-Bayt. Whoever dies having the love of the family of Muhammad dies a martyr. These narrations, found in works like Al-Ghadir and Bihar al-Anwar, underscore her role in safeguarding Shia doctrine. Her status as a reliable narrator elevated her to the ranks of revered women like Lady Zainab, peace be upon her. In Shia tradition, such contributions affirm women's integral place in preserving faith, countering misconceptions of passivity. The pivotal chapter of Hazrat Masuma's life began in 200 AH when Caliph Mamun, Harun's successor, summoned Imam al-Rida to Merv in modern Turkmenistan, under the guise of appointing him successor. This was a political ploy to quell Shia uprisings by associating the Imam with the regime. Separated from his family, Imam al-Rida wrote to his sister, urging her to join him in Khorasan to support his mission of preaching Islam. At 28, Hazrat Masuma embarked on this arduous journey in 201 AH, accompanied by a caravan of relatives, including brothers and nephews. This migration was not mere travel, it symbolized devotion to the imamate and a bold act amid persecution. The caravan traversed deserts and hostile territories, heading toward Iran. Upon reaching Saveh near QOM, disaster struck. Enemies of the al-Bayt, likely Abbasid agents or local foes, attacked, martyring all her male companions, including 23 family members. Witnessing this bloodshed, Hazrat Masuma fell gravely ill, possibly from poison administered by a woman from the opposing side. Heartbroken but resolute, she requested to be taken to QOM, a city known for its Shia sympathies. On the 23rd of Rabi al-Awwal 201 AH, she arrived in Qom at the invitation of its residents, led by Musa ibn Khazraj, a companion of Imam al-Rida. He hosted her in his home, where she spent her final 17 days in worship. The room where she prayed, now called Bayt al-Nur, House of Light, or Sitiya, remains a site of reverence. This migration explains Qom's transformation. Once a minor town, it became a refuge for believers, fulfilling Imam Sadiq's prophecy that Qom would be the holy site of the al-Bayt. Hazrat Masuma's illness worsened in Qom. Accounts vary on her exact passing date, 10th or 12th of Rabi al-Thani 201 AH, but scholars observe Ayyam Masumiya over 3 days. At 28, her death was a profound loss attributed to grief, illness, or poison. Her funeral was honorable, attended by Qom's Shia. A miraculous event occurred. As preparations for burial faltered, no close male relative was present. 2 veiled men appeared, performed the rites, and vanished, believed to be Imam al-Rida and Imam al-Jawad, peace be upon them. This underscored her status, an infallible buried by infallibles. She was interred in Musa ibn Khazraj's garden, called Babylon, initially under a simple straw awning. The shrine's development mirrors Iran's Islamic history. In 256 AH, Zainab bint Imam al-Jawad built the first dome, replacing the awning. Her family added more domes. During the Safavid era, 16th to 18th centuries, Shah Ismail Thus' wife, Tajlu Khanum, enhanced it with iwans, minarets, and an octagonal tomb chamber in 1519. Safavid royals donated fabrics and books, though Shah Abbas first favored other shrines. Qajar rulers, 18th to 20th centuries, expanded it. Fath Ali Shah gilded the dome in 1803 and merged courtyards. Amin al-Sultan added the new court in 1883. Today, the shrine spans 38,000 square meters, with 3 domes, 6 minarets, courtyards, and prayer halls like Tabatabai and Adam. It houses burials of Safavid and Qajar royals, scholars, and 3 daughters of Imam al-Jawad. Registered as cultural heritage in 1932, its architecture blends Persian styles with Muqarnas vaulting and golden tiles. Hazrat Masuma's shrine is renowned for miracles, rivaling those at shrines of Hazrat Abbas and Lady Zainab. One account from 1295 AH describes pious men praying for rain during famine. A dream revealed her intercession's power. The shrine office records and publishes miracles in Payam-e-Astan. Her significance transcends history. Imam al-Rida said, "Whoever visits Masuma in Qom is like the one who has visited me." Imam al-Jawad promised paradise for her pilgrims. Her Ziyara Nama, narrated by Imam al-Rida, invokes her as daughter of the Prophet, sister of al-Rida, and intercessor. In Shia belief, she holds Maqam al-Shafa'a, intercession, especially for Shia on Judgment Day. Qom's seminaries thrive due to her presence, making it a center of learning rivaling Najaf. Ayatollah Khomeini paralleled her with Lady Fatima al-Zahra in poetry, and during the 1979 revolution, Qom was dubbed its birthplace. Pilgrims perform rituals, washing, perfuming, entering right-footed, seeking blessings. Her legacy inspires women in Shia communities, embodying empowerment through faith. Hazrat Fatima Masuma's story, from her prophetic birth in Medina to her sacrificial migration and resting in Qom, encapsulates the al-Bayt's enduring struggle and triumph. At 28, she left a legacy that turned Qom into Iran's second holiest city, a refuge for believers and a site of divine grace. Today, as pilgrims flock to her golden-domed shrine, her intercession reminds us of faith's power amid adversity. In a world of uncertainty, her tale explains why devotion to such figures sustains Shia identity, offering hope, knowledge, and salvation. Her light continues to guide, fulfilling the Imam's prophecies and enriching the spiritual tapestry of Islam.